Hamitakuyepi. I'm Karli,
And I'm Ann-erika.
and we're going to tell you a modern day Iktomi story. Sorry for the delay. I had family in town.
And I was out sick last week, but we're back and dying to bring you the rest of the story.
So, without further ado,
Welcome to part 2 of Iktomi meets a shapeshifter, a Raceshifter.
Ahuyapi Khpanwiam, or Soggy Bread Woman, tried on a few other native men before she met Iktomi, but none of them had the right kind of fit. She could tell right away Iktomi fit. All the others wanted to know, who are your relatives? That's a hard place to start when you can't even point to 7 generations back on your family tree.
Iktomi did try to broach the subject. So, you're Lakota, he would say with a big smile. Who are your relatives? Each time Iktomi asks this question, Soggy Bread Woman yanks him into her chest. Shh, they're there. She would eventually release him and cry about how hard her life had been, though she was just thinking about the time she dropped her phone in the water while getting a pedicure. The woman tears stabbed Iktomi's heart, and he let himself be swept away by her.
Iktomi is in love. He sings to Soggy Bread Woman in the laundromat, hitting a drumstick left over from his KFC meal on the top of the dryer. He makes her a bed in the backseat of his truck to rest while he folds the laundry. Then he drives Soggy Bread Woman straight to tattoos and stuff. She tattoos the word Lakota down her left leg. She tattoos the word Mohawk zippered on her right. She proudly shows off the shaved leg in the back and tells him she does this to demonstrate her love for him.
Iktomi would dream. The woman in his dream unzippers her leg, steps out of the skin like peeling off a pair of jeans, lifts the garment up over her head, pulling her long hair off along with it.
Beneath the skin, raw pink flesh clings tight to her bones, scalp sinking into the dents on either side of her cranium. Her nose has grown like a tree limb, her eyes bugged out like a chihuahua, and her skin rough and unshaven as a Washichu's 5 o'clock shadow. She's bloated, distended. The dream shifts, and the shifter stuffs itself unceremoniously back into the costume of Soggy Bread Woman.
Iktomi would come to accept the changing of Soggy Bread Woman's body before and after zippering up. She did everything he wanted to see a Lakota woman could do. Plus, she had a growing social media following. She wore her Lakota, Mohawk, Blackfoot, whatever skin suit to write up think pieces and stage her image on every platform, thinking about land, family, and ribbon skirts. In true Iktomi fashion, she even started a nonprofit to profit off the people.
Soggy Bread Woman wrote about the boarding school days as if she actually went through it. Iktomi asked her about it later, and she said she would imagine how unspecial she felt before all the attention she got from pretending to be native. That brought her the tears she needed to place herself right next to the children that were taken from their homes, that had their hair cut, that were beaten for speaking their own language. Iktomi thought he couldn't have been more proud if he himself had given birth to this woman.
Eventually, Iktomi wanted a baby with Soggy Bread Woman. It would be a public knocking up, if you know what I mean. The modern day public knock up in Rosebud. You see, Soggy Bread Woman needed to get her tubes untied in order to create her hybrid family. But if you expected her to pay for her own elective surgery, you would be wrong. Soggy Bread Woman did what she has always done. She fed off impoverished people until she was full. They donated, along with the rotund Washichu relatives, to help her get her tubes untied. And what with 2 bodies to fit into, her own, Soggy Bread Woman, and 3 with Iktomi's body, she was knocked up in no time.
That was about the time word got out in camp that there was something off about Soggy Bread Woman, that no one had ever heard of the Lakota and Mohawk she supposedly come from. So Iktomi battled with the women in the camp, threatening to unstack their wood, claiming he would steal the no trespassing tires from the fence, IMing that he was getting ready to ask his neighbor's oldest brother's babysitter from 6th grade to go teach them a lesson. When he couldn't take any more of those women being mean to him, he found solace in Soggy Bread Woman's arms.
Soggy Bread Woman holds a meeting at the town square. She cries, she moans, she groans, and she asks, why all the hate? Out of nowhere, she bends over and dramatically grabs her belly. She has a pang. Oh my God, the stress of all this, I can't even talk. You're accusing me, she gasps. And true to her ancestors who came before, she uses a Lakota baby as a shield. She stumbles away with tears streaming and a quiet smirk as she grabs her belly, feigning pain all the while.
After Soggy Bread Woman's performance, Iktomi found that he wasn't fighting alone. For as many people that were angry with the two of them for their lies, there were plenty that still supported him. Don't worry, brah, these women are just jealous of you, some said. She didn't mean to lie. She really thought she was native. Others said, she's been nothing but nice to me, so why would you be angry? Iktomi felt empowered. His little legs shook with the excitement it brought to pit one Lakota against another, deflecting from his own actions.
Soggy Bread Woman and Iktomi wait out the gray storm clouds. Slowly, the sun comes out and they emerge to welcome a third to their union. The talk has died down, especially in Rosebud. The people were tricked, but now they see where their money went. A miracle has happened. One Lakota woman threatens to fight another Lakota woman who is pregnant. She says, I'm going to kick her in the belly. Yet when Soggy Bread Woman's name comes up, that same woman says, I'm just glad the people have finally accepted her.
There's a ceremony happening. Someone tell Iktomi. Go get your Lakota, Mohawk, European, Asian / Blackfoot or whatever she is, your wife, your Lakota baby, and come pray. And so they do.
The people are so confused. All they can do is nod their heads in agreement and pray while the warriors are out doing war shit, even in this day and age.
Hehayala Oihonke. That concludes Iktomi's story with this shapeshifter. Wopila for watching. If you have any requests for future episodes, just message us.
And please stay tuned for more of Iktomi's shenanigans. Starting with the next one, Iktomi and his 5 roommates try to date a real Lakota woman.
Doksha.